Okay, so it's a windy, rainy, wet, just soggy blah day. So I can't work on the exterior of the hull, but because I got it flipped over, it's the perfect opportunity. I'm protected by the boat itself. I can come in here and finish these supports and the underside of the front deck. So that's what I'm about to do. As you can see, these supports, I tried glassing one before I flipped the boat and it did not work at all. I was fighting gravity and it's hot, things were kicking off fast, you know, the typical story of working with this stuff in the summer. So I just gave up and I glued the deck on without these being done, knowing that I was about to flip the deck and I would be able to let gravity help me. I need to sand this. It's going to be no fun at all in this little confined space. Then I need to mix up some thickened resin and do fillets all the way around, and then I can glass it. That's the objective for today while it's rainy and yucky out. Let's get it done. Okay, it's like extra special important to PPE up for me today. Even though it's windy, I'm gonna be in this little confined space. So gloves, long sleeves, hoodie. I'll put this here like this. I'll put this on there. Well, we got some good filtration going. Make sure she's good and snug. Have you ever won one of these before? If not, I don't know if you know, but two ways to test. Breathe in, if it's got the valve to breathe in. So you can take these off and put your hands here and breathe in, and it should suck to your face. Or breathe out, put your hand over the exhaust port. And it should pretty much seal. You'll feel where the leaks are at and you can adjust. Boop! Tip of the day, baby! I think I'm, for the most part, at a point that I could probably start prepping to do a little bit of glass work. I got a bit of sanding to do over here. But yeah, all this stuff looks pretty darn good. I just wanted to take the hard lips off. I was just looking to take the heavy stuff off so the glass will lay flat. Yeah, she's looking pretty good. Oh, there's the vacuum. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I've got the big heavy rough spots sanded down. I went ahead and vacuumed and cleaned the whole little area out as good as it needed to be. Next step, I'm going to mix up some thickened resin, run a bead around every little corner on here. The other thing I have to glass still is this part of the front bulkhead. So, and I also sanded that down and prepped it. This is just going to get a full wrap of 10-ounce cloth and then some chop strand on top of that. And then when I bring the next layer of the deck down, they'll all just kind of blend together. Should look pretty good and be plenty strong. Just wondering, did you hit the like button yet? You should have. Okay, well, I got all the fillet weld in and it's just going to be a while now. I got to let that set up, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my pieces of glass, let this kick off enough that I can grind off or sand off any of the parts that need that done to it, and then I can put my layers of glass on it. But it's looking good, looking good. All right, well, I waited a good 2 hours here to let this kind of kick off. It's still kind of soft, but I should be able to lay out my 10-ounce cloth and at least walk away with the 10-ounce cloth done. Yeah, it's amazing how different it is. Like, the last few days have been in the 90s. You can barely get the stuff spread before it starts kicking, and now it's been hours, and I could still shape this if I wanted to. Time to cover up. Okay, so I got done everything that I'm gonna get done for today. It is pouring outside. It's coming down so heavy, like from my waist down I'm soaked because the wind's just blowing in underneath this stinking boat. I've got the first layer of 10-ounce cloth on everything that needed 10-ounce cloth, so I at least got that all done. The way that the resin's kicking off, there is no way that I'm going to be able to come back in here like at a decent time. It's going to be late tonight before this is solid enough to start putting 1708 on it. So I guess that's for tomorrow. It has been a couple of days. The rains got so nasty that if I was out here working, I'd have been almost knee deep in water because the whole yard was flooded and everything was pretty crazy. The kids really enjoyed it though, because they got to get the kayaks out and the boogie boards out, and they're just having a blast in all the water. I finally get to get back to this. I am so close to being done with the supports. You know, I got the 10-ounce cloth on everything, so it's got its initial layer on it, and that conformed nicely, and it's going to protect the foam. Next thing I'm going to do is actually add the support that is needed, and to do that I'm just going to do a layer of 1708 tabbed up to the top of each of these and just let it float out onto the deck where it's needed. So I'll go mix up some resin, grab my pieces of 1708, wet them out, lob them in here, and then the inside is done. Okay. I'll pull this off for a sec so I can talk. Alright, so that's all done. I just want to come in here again. I got to sand this out a little bit, get rid of those jagged edges that I left behind, and then maybe just do a quick gel coat on everything. Then I can flip the boat back. I still have to do the sponsons and the rest of the bow and stuff like that, and the underside needs painted, but other than that, I'm almost ready to flip her back over. Totally appreciate you following along with me on this whole build. If you haven't done so already, smack the subscribe button and the like button and do all that sort of stuff. Share it with your friends, anybody that you think might enjoy this thing. I'm really excited with how fast the channel's growing, and without you helping me out, it wouldn't be growing. Till next time, see you in the water.